We have to be responsible and say that some of those were to do with things that we've done, in particular increasing some of our fees. And part of tomorrow's announcement is about bringing certain fees back down to a level where I think we're going to re-stimulate some of that volume. But there's also a broader market story. All exchanges are exposed to market trends, and certainly talking to our members and their customers, there's a real feeling that there is some activity coming back into the metals markets, so I hope we're going to see some positive momentum there as well.
This, of course, is the last open outcry exchange anywhere in Europe. Does it still have a place in the modern world?
Yeah, we strongly believe so. We don't keep the ring just for the tradition or for the history. We keep it because our end users, those physical customers, they tell us that in their view, this is the most appropriate and transparent way of pricing. And we're sitting here on the mezzanine of the ring, and we've had some fantastic visitors coming here from industry, politicians from key mining countries, and they're attracted by that ability to see the price being formed in real time and the transparency that that brings.
So there's an awful lot of speculation that you're going to announce that you're going to launch a lithium contract. Is that very likely?
So lithium is certainly a metal that's attracting a lot of interest right now, driven clearly by the electric vehicle story. Electric vehicles mean batteries, and batteries mean metals. And we strongly believe, given the announcements we've seen from governments in the last year or so, in 20, 30 years' time, battery metals could be as important for transportation as oil is now.
So are we talking months, years?
I would like to see a lithium contract up at the LME within 18 months. I think it's right that because we are the centre of global metals, that we're, as I say, right at the forefront of getting that up and running.
You've just mentioned the fact that the advent of electric vehicles means that metals, demand for metals is going to change substantially. How are you going to react to that? What do you see happening?
Yeah, so I think we've already spoken about the battery metals, which are obviously the most exciting part of the technology as the hybrid and electric vehicles come on stream. But actually, there's a very strong general automotive story. So copper is going to be far more in demand in electric vehicles because it is used throughout the electric systems for the new propulsion. And similarly, aluminium, we've seen a structural shift from the use of steel to aluminium for the body in white, which gives you better fuel economy, and obviously aluminium is one of our key metals. So I think automotive is a really important story for us here at the LME, as I say, both in the battery but also in the body, and it is one that we think will drive our market forwards.
So there's history at every turn in this building. We're surrounded by old LME golf trophies. What you do here at the LME, though, could just as easily be done anywhere else in the world. What about London's future post-Brexit?
We love our tradition, but we're not here because of our tradition. We're here because London is still genuinely the best place for us to run this business. There is a huge time zone advantage in that the prices we discover at midday here go forward and back to Asia and the US, so we have that global coverage to disseminate our prices. The metal that sits in our warehouses and is delivered as a result of the contracts all around the world is unified by being held under an English law construct, which is what the global metals trade really want. So those fundamental advantages of being here in London, they're not going to go away after Brexit. We've got to work with our members to make sure our continental European partners can continue to access our market, but I'm confident that EU or no EU, global metals trade is going to come here to London.